And 3, 2. We are live. Welcome back, everybody, to What's What with Wyatt Wilkes. And if you're watching this on YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So this is another Talking with Wyatt episode. I put out a little questionnaire on the old Instagram recently, and just said, "Hey, you got a question? Ask me a question. Go ahead." And a lot of you guys responded. So I am on here to answer y'all's questions. And pretty much as simple as that. A real quick announcement before I get going. A lot of people have asked, hey, how can I help out the channel? And until 2 videos ago, I really didn't have an answer for you. But as of, like I said 2 videos ago, I started doing Amazon Associates, where basically anything I use in my videos, I can post as links. So camera equipment, literally this flannel, if they sell it on Amazon and I use it in the videos or wear it or whatever it is, then I post the link. If you use the link, I get a percentage of that purchase. So for instance, I don't even know why this is still on the table. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you can see it, but that would be scent killer, like clothing wash. No idea. But anyway, hey, just for gigs, I'll throw that up on as a link. But anyway, other than that, just go check it out. Hey, you never know. Maybe I'm using something that you might want to use. But I'm gonna have a sip of water, and then we're gonna get going. Alrighty. So now it is nighttime right now. So I don't even know why I just said that. Let's get it going. I'm just going to start with the questions, and then I'm just going to go from there. So, and there will be an ad break in here at some point. So, hey, if you need to go to the bathroom, you can pause right before the ad start or right after the ad start. I'm telling you, you want to stay for the ad. So, anyway, let's get it going. So, the first question is, how do you feel about the Purdue game coming up, and how can you guys win? Well, how do I feel? I'm extremely excited. I think it's a really good opportunity for us. I think that it's a statement game, is what it is. At the end of the day, it's a game where we can prove ourselves and really show up to the country. How can we win? Well, first of all, it's going to be a toughness-based game, right? Like anyone that's seen Purdue play, they know that they're a very tough team. They got some really skilled and really strong bigs. They're really going to pound the paint. So we're really going to have to work inside, like front guys, wedge guys out, and really work hard to. Turn this down a little bit, and really work hard to. Not let the ball go into the paint as easily as they might like. And obviously we got to shoot well. So they beat us. And at the end of the day, you got to shoot well to win games. So, I'd say that's about it. Shoot well, play really hard. Oh, rebound. We got to rebound really well. They're a fantastic rebounding team, and like their depth, I would say, is really fantastic as well. I wouldn't say it's as good as ours. I don't know if anybody is as good as ours. Anybody's depth is as good as ours, but they do have a fairly deep bench. So it's going to be a tough game, but I am excited. I'm looking forward to it. I think the entire team's looking forward to it. Our coaches are looking forward to it. Our fan base is, and it should be fun. Going on the road is always a challenge, and usually it's pretty good game. So anyway, thanks for the question. Next question. Favorite hobby besides basketball? Good question. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, at the end of the video, I'll go ahead and add a card, link another one of my videos, or maybe I'll, add something on the video where it has a little pop-up during, just as a reminder or whatever it is. But my favorite hobbies, well, anything that has to do with the outdoors. I make some videos on it, obviously, basketball, so there's only so much I can do, like quite literally, like there's only so much time. The only time I can make outdoor videos like hunting and fishing videos, content, and do those things is, when we have an extended period of time off. And even still, basketball is in school is always there. It's always first. So I have to get those things done before I get to, have free time basically. But I absolutely love fishing. I love hunting. Those are my two favorite things to do outside of basketball. And just really just be out in the woods, in nature, on the water, get some sun, get some vitamin D. That I think over the years, I think I've learned that you have to have a balance in life between your sport, or like in my case, it's basically my job, right? So you have to have a balance. So I get up, I go to work, which is basketball in school. That's my job. And then I have to have something else to take my mind off that just for a little while. Now, should I go and spend the majority of my time fishing? No, I absolutely should not. And I don't. And that's why the outdoor content probably isn't nearly as high as the team content. But it's like on YouTube, especially. But regardless, those are the things that I like to do outside of basketball. Next question. Who was my favorite player growing up? Good question. I never saw him play in person, but Michael Jordan. I can't. If you grew up in my family, we're a very big basketball family. For those of you that don't know, and it was basketball. It was sports all the time in general, but especially basketball. My grandfather was a coach. My dad's a coach. My uncle played. He coached for a little while. My other uncle coached, all at the Division I level. Except for my dad played at the Division I level. He coaches at the Division II level. Now, I don't know if it was the last podcast I did, but there's a fly right in front of that light last time. And now it's still there. Anyway, So it. Let's see. Yeah, it had to have been Michael. Just we always watch the old videos on like the hardwood classics on YouTube. Like my dad would always put them on, things like that. It was I couldn't help it. I mean, how can you not like the greatest ever? And yes, if you want to comment down below and start a fight, I will respond all day. I'm a firm believer that Michael Jordan is the best player of all time. Now, you may not feel that way, but you're entitled to your opinion, and that's just how I feel. But, yeah, Michael Jordan's my favorite. So, let's see. Next question. If you could plop yourself on any other ACC roster that isn't Duke, who would it be? Well, Duke wouldn't have been my first choice anyway, really, I don't think. First of all, I've never even thought about that. I'm null-blooded for life, but let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I really have no interest in like it. Even if I could just like boom, right, like right now, bam, I'm on a roster. I don't think that I would ever. I don't even really want to think about that. It's a good question, but that's just not really. It's not really who I am, honestly. Next one. I'm gonna have to scroll right here. Let's see. Favorite game I've played as a Seminole? Well, maybe I'd have to say like the 2019 Louisville game. It was just outlandish. It was just ridiculous. It was just the crowd, the atmosphere, the significance of the game, the players involved. It had every aspect of what makes a great college basketball game. And I don't know if it can get better than that, honestly. I really don't. Like, I'm trying to think, but I mean, I've played in some great games here. And it's as a Seminole. I mean, I played some great high school games. Obviously now, like, they don't mean as much, but back then they did. And they'll always have a special place in my heart. Shout out to all my old high school teammates. I love you all. Yeah, I know you don't listen, but it's okay. Anyway, I'd have to say the Louisville game. It was just that electric, honestly. And I really don't know what else to say about it. If you were there, you know. I mean, even if you watch it on TV, it's really not the same. It was simply incredible. Both to play in, to sit on the bench and watch, You could have been in the nosebleeds, and you would have just felt it. It was just the hair, uh, the hair on your arms would just stand up. So, good question. Next one. Okay. A wrench to the throat or pork chop to the eyeball? Well, okay. There's a lot to unpack there. There's dynamics to this. A wrench to the throat. There's so many things that could be, like, is someone throwing it at me? How hard are they throwing it? Are they swinging it? So then there's that. Like, how big's the wrench? That's definitely questions I would have. And then pork chop to the eyeball. Are we talking about like a raw pork chop, bone in pork chop? Because I mean that really matters. If bone catches your eyeball, you're blind. Was it cooked in a cast iron skillet? If so, it'll probably be a little bit crispier, more chance of probably scratching a cornea or something like that. I think all things considered, I can't. It's so hard to answer. Both could be devastating. I think. Uh, I think I'm gonna have to go pork chop to the eyeball. I've taken a couple tree branches straight to the eyeball before, so I think I'll be all right. Just the chance of that wrench coming at me at like 35 miles an hour, just out of some dude with a cannon, is just too great. And at that point, I'm dead. I can live with one eye. I can't live if I'm dead. So anyway, good question. Next one. Do many of the FSU players have specific superstitions, you included, before games? Okay, great question. Yes, basically. The short answer, yes. I do the same exact routine every single time, no matter what. Uh, so, with a specific example of that would be um, with 15 minutes left in warm ups, like in between 15 and 16 minutes, I have to make a perfect shot. I have to make a perfect three from the left wing. It has to fall. It has to go through the rim and the net perfectly, and it just has to feel beautiful coming out of the hand. And then I won't touch another ball until we break it down, usually like 13-5, something like that, 14. So I won't touch another ball for a minute and a half, whatever it is, 2 minutes, and that's that. So that's one for me. Ray Evans always banks in his free throw. He shoots a free throw right before we huddle up and then go back to the benches for the starters being announced. And he always banks in his free throw. It's superstitious. We always do the same chants. We sit in the same seats. Guys take the same shots. This is common for all basketball players, I think. I don't know why, but if you're shooting with a ball and that ball and somebody else picks it up, then they always give it back. Like, let's say I grab somebody else's basketball and mine rolls to them. Well, we always just hand the balls back. I don't know if you've ever seen it, if you've like been to a game or just in general, or experienced it. But you tell me. Like, if you're watching this on YouTube, comment like why. I don't even know why that's a thing. Like, is it a comfortability thing? I have no idea. Do you just? But if I have somebody else's basketball and they have mine, we always switch. But I don't know if that's as much superstitious as it is, just something you do. All right, so next question. Why a mullet? Well, I did it as a joke to mess with an assistant, Coach Jones, one of our assistant coaches, because he's big on hair, having nice clean cut hair. But he didn't care, so it wasn't funny. And then I didn't get a haircut, and now I still have it. So that's pretty much it, honestly. I tend to just kind of do stuff, and I don't if it's not bothering me day to day, I don't really change it. So anyway, what is your favorite AAU memory? Next question. My favorite AAU memory? Wow, there's a whole lot of them. there were so many tournaments. One great tournament in general, Bob Gibbons, when I think it was 17U last year, maybe it was 16. I can't exactly remember, but just honestly, just the traveling with the guys. I don't think that there was one specific thing, but just traveling. When I was in I think it was going in ninth grade. It was my first trip with the team, and we drive to New Orleans. I think we went to Biloxi, Mississippi once too, but New Orleans was ridiculous. We were all so young, we're dumb, we were having the greatest time of our lives. It was hilarious. I still remember moments from that trip to this day, and they're just I still laugh at them. But if I got into that, this would be a 4-hour podcast, and I'm not Joe Rogan. So next one, what's your favorite quality in a dog? Wow, these are all pork chop to the eye. Favorite quality in a dog. Okay, so honestly, companionship, I would say. Which, haha, Wyatt, yeah, man's best friend. It's a dog. Yeah, no, I know, but there's just some dogs where it's just different with them, and I think that it's hard to find where everybody's like, oh yeah, but I've had quite a few dogs, and some dogs, they, to you personally, it's just different than maybe another dog you have, and I think that the companionship in between you and your dog is gigantic. All right, next one. If you could interview anyone for this podcast, who would it be? Oof, dead or alive? Because dead or alive, then I'm going Muhammad Ali, but I think that would just be incredible. I mean, shoot, I wouldn't even have to post it. I'd just to simply sit down and talk with the guy. That would just be awesome. But alive, let's see. If I could interview anybody. You know what? I'm gonna have to get back to you on the next episode of this. I'll remember it. There's too many people, honestly. There actually is. There's too many people that so many of them are so close. I can't really pick one. Next one. Other than microphone issues, what's your biggest blooper? I almost broke a multi-$1,000 worth of equipment. I did not say that right, but it's okay. It's whatever. It's my podcast. I can do what I want. So yeah, I wasn't even, you'd be like, oh yeah, were you getting out of a tree stand and almost dropped it or something? No, I was walking outside of my building. That's it. It wasn't crazy. I wasn't doing anything wild. I was just walking, and I just happened to be holding both my cameras. Hey, this was 2 days ago. Both my cameras, one of my studio lights, and and this this mixer board. Right, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see it. If not, I'm holding up a big old mixer board. And this mixer board. So all combined, we're talking about $3,000 worth of equipment, which would have been absolutely devastating to the wallet and to my content creation. So next one. If you could only wear one cowboy hat or baseball cap, which would it be? Oh my gosh, that's a good question. I mean, I'm not going to move the camera, but if you're watching on YouTube, I have quite a few of them. I think I got 4, but I got Stetson was this is a Cody James. Got a Stetson, I think. I can't remember which one that is, but I do love cowboy hats. But I have probably 50 baseball hats and trucker hats. So here's the thing: am I gonna be in the sun for long periods of time every day? If so, cowboy hat. If not, baseball hat. Yeah, that pretty much answers that question. Okay, next one. We're nearing the end. So, yeah, good. I think this is a good time. You guys don't want to hear me spiel on for too long, but okay. Oh, wait. Time for the ads. Whoa, stop what you're doing. Pay attention. I have to tell you about today's sponsor, Phone Hero. They're back. I'm glad they're back. I've been using Phone Hero for a lot longer than I've had a podcast or a YouTube channel, and it just seemed right to bring them back on as a sponsor. And, for the podcast and for the YouTube channel. Phone Hero is an electronic repair place. They can fix your phone, laptop, computer, or tablet, and they do it the right way and for the right price. I can personally guarantee that. Not only can you get your electronics repaired at Phone Hero, but you can also buy electronics from them as well. Phone Hero is now offering a wide range of iPhone and other electronics, including a brand new shipment of Apple Watches, which I'll throw up on the screen now. You can also get, cases or anything like that there. I can personally guarantee you'll be getting a quality product and even better service. I use them myself. Teammates use them. They're fantastic. The owner, Austin, I love him. He's great. So, if you're looking for a new Apple Watch, iPhone, tablet, computer, or you just need to get something fixed, head over to their store located in Tallahassee or visit phoneherotlh.com. That will be in the description, and find what you're looking for. Their information will be in the description below. And remember, don't go to the mall, go to Phone Hero. And we're back. Okay, so last couple questions here. What is your favorite Chuck Norris joke? Oh, okay. Chuck Norris doesn't flush the toilet. He scares the shit out of it. That's my favorite Chuck Norris joke. So, I know probably too many of them, but that one is probably my favorite. Good question. Next one. If you could play a whole song on the guitar, which song would it be? Well, I am trying to teach myself the guitar at the moment. Obviously, not a whole lot of time to do so with my schedule and doing all this type of stuff. I mean, I guess if I wasn't making a podcast right now, I'd probably be, learning guitar or something. But hey, it is what it is. But one song, let's see, all the way through. Oh man, that's so hard. We're talking about some like Leonard Skinner. We're talking about Guns N' Roses. We're talking about Fleetwood Mac, Pink Floyd. I think "Wish You Were Here." I think "Wish You Were Here" would be the one. Honestly, I just absolutely love that song. I can't get enough of it, and I think it would just be. I think it's a great song for all settings. So, let's see. Good question. Another one. Golly. Okay, next one. Has your love of basketball changed once you got to college, or is it the same as high school? Oh man, y'all are coming with the heavy hitters. So, has my love of basketball changed? I love basketball just as much, if not more. I just think that it's in a different capacity. It's more of a job, but that doesn't mean that I don't love it as much. I think when you're a kid, you love it simply just because it's just fun to play. But I think I love it more as a competitor now, and I can't. It's like competition is addicting. I can't stop. So I think really in that aspect, that's how I love it as a competitor more than like just the simple joy of playing. Because honestly, it's hard. It's hard to practice. Like practice is no fun. Like running sprints is no fun. Lifting is no fun. But like as a competitor, I absolutely love it. Like that. It's just with anything that's hard in life. Like there's no accomplishment if it's not hard. If everything comes easy, then who cares? You know what I mean? So, I think this is the oh, no, we got three more. Okay. So, what got you to first play basketball? Well, I took my first steps in a basketball gym. So, that pretty much does it. Basketball family, that pretty much answers the question. Yeah, pretty quick one right there. Yeah, basketball's in my blood. I told my dad once, I don't even know if he remembers this, I was probably like 12. I told him, "Hey, Dad, I want to play in the MLB one day. I want to play basketball." And he was like, and then didn't say anything. He just like walked away. Like it was like, yeah, all right, buddy. That lasted like 2 weeks, and then I was back on basketball. I've always wanted to be a basketball player. So next one. Who on your team would you guys nominate most likely to succeed off the court? Golly, these are great questions. Okay. I think everyone has potential to be successful off the court in their own way. I honestly, like, I can honestly say that everyone has something about them that could make them successful and will make them successful. I think Harrison is definitely a great candidate. Um, how intelligent he is. He knows so many different things. He's good at a lot of different things. Ray Evans, that man he's one of those people you can't help but, oh my gosh. Okay. If you're watching this, go donate to Ray's brother's GoFundMe for his brother's funeral. Unfortunately, Ray's brother passed away recently, and they have set up a GoFundMe to help with his funeral expenses, and that would really help him out. And it would, don't even buy, like, if you're gonna spend some money, do not buy my affiliate stuff. If you're gonna spend the money, go put that money towards his brother's GoFundMe for his funeral, please. That would really help out Ray. It would really help out his family, and that would help out me. So, yeah, Ray definitely has a chance of being incredibly successful. Matthew Cleveland, he's highly intelligent. He's got one of those smiles, you know what I mean? That pay me all your money smile. And yeah, so I think, yep, this is the last question. Great question, by the way. How cool is it to see former teammates like Terrence and Scotty excelling in the NBA? Well, there's nothing cooler because you see them every day and you live with them, and the next thing you know, you see them on TV. And occasionally you shoot them a text like, holy hell, man, you did it, like, wow, it's crazy. And it really just, I think it speaks to the program as a whole that there's so many guys now that are excelling in the NBA and doing well. And it's really just, it's nice to see. It's fun to watch them. And, I know them personally. And I know a lot of times I know how they think. So I'm watching them make a play, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if he would have changed that. I think he probably wish he'd have did that. And that's not to say it was a bad play or good play. Just I know what they're thinking a lot of the times because of just how many hours I've spent in the gym with them. So yeah, no, it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy it. I like seeing all the guys be successful, even all the guys overseas as well. But anyway, that will about wrap it up. Thank you for listening to What's Well with Wyatt Wilkes and on the YouTube channel. So I got a little call out for you guys if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening, you're beautiful. I love you. If you're on YouTube, this is a fact because I look at the statistics. 89% of you guys are not subscribed that watch my YouTube videos. 89%, okay? So if like 3% more of you would subscribe, that would just make my day, okay? You don't have to, but that would really help me out. It would help out the channel. I know I sound like a broken record. I don't want to be one of those people, but, I happened to see this statistic last night, and I was like, golly, 89%, that's insane. It's 11%. 11% that are subscribed. So, that's a lot of people. So, anyway, yeah, thanks for listening. Check out the affiliate links. Please go donate to Ray's GoFundMe. You can find it on social media. I believe Coach Ham tweeted about it, so pretty easy to find. And, yeah, like usual, have a good one, everybody.